Good evening and welcome to the Kobold Cafe. It's Thursday night and we are playing GURPS 4th edition. The name of the game is Little Ages. Joining us tonight in no particular order, we have Everoth.
Hello, I am Everoth, and I am playing Gnome Dombryle, a very crazy doctor.
Are you a doctor?
Well, he has a PhD in social studies, so yes.
I thought you were kidnapped as a high
It's
school
a joke.
student. Okay. And we have James.
Hey, I am James. I play Leaf. Leaf is on the hunt. The bloodlust. For revenge.
Vengeance. We have Tom.
Will be mine.
Hey, Tom, I played Tommy Bambino, the giant who pissed off the bad guys by stealing their shit. At least the one bad guy.
We have Sven.
Hey, I'm Sven or Logic, and I am preferring to be in bed at this point because, ouch, every wound.
Yes.
You only got stabbed a couple times.
I think it was just
Only
one
got stabbed
time.
once, almost went down.
And last but not
One
least, we
time
have
went
Tara.
to 1 HP.
I'm Tara. I play Twig. I was about to say Leaf, but that's not me. She has the spiders.
Spiders. Okay, so last time you guys were sort of met with the semi-horrific. Would have been more horrific if more of you had actually been big at any point, but semi-horrific realization that the secret to Matheson's shrinking technology is that nobody was actually shrunk. He somehow transferred the minds or consciousnesses of people to tiny little bodies, and then he just killed the big ones and threw them into a storm drain somewhere.
The balls.
What else happened? Sven was stabbed in the chest with a spear. How's that working for you, Sven? Logic?
Terrible, like all my life decisions.
Fair enough. How many hit points?
Oh,
You
he's
have one
still at
left?
positive.
Yeah, you're fine.
I am missing 10.
Yeah, but you're not like dying. Like it hurt.
I'm not dying yet.
Yeah. So, you guys are deep in enemy territory. What is the plan?
I think we should go back to my parents' place.
And then eventually back to the bosses. Like, hey, you're about your plan.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Logic is going to slow you down significantly.
Which is why when we get out of the tunnels, we'll put him on Hey Duke.
Okay. Logic, go
Guess
ahead and
that
make
wins those
me
guns.
a riding roll to avoid falling off of a squirrel.
What was that?
Got some rope we can strap him on.
Yeah, we can just strap him down.
Yeah. Would I need to do any roll to help him up, medically?
You did the first aid. The doctor roll happens, I think you roll once a day for a week.
Okay.
So, eventually, yes.
I don't need as much doctoring, but eventually I need, heal some hit points.
Yep.
You know what I don't have open? Are any books. Which is odd.
You know what's funny about that new wound, Tom?
Hmm.
It's only gonna make you uglier.
I know.
Oh, that's right. Because you got hit in the face.
Mm-hmm.
with a
With a pick.
with a pick.
Which, fortunately, due to his size, it obviously couldn't get too deep.
But it probably does leave.
But I've also got a pick and a shiny shield and a pokey shield now.
Oh yeah, that shield is cool. It's made out of snapping turtle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm sure he's gonna want it back.
Okay, so
So we're tying me to Hayduk, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, that'll do wonders for your wounds. I'm sure.
Yeah. Does anyone actually have knot tying other than me?
I'm pretty sure I do.
I hope you do.
I can just stick him on there.
I do not.
Oh
Could
yeah,
I roll animal handling
absolutely.
and sticky him up? All right. Helps if I have. All right. I swear I took animal handling.
I'm certain you did.
I did. Yep. I make it by 2.
Yeah. So you milk some silk out of a spider and sort of hold it in a way where it doesn't get sticky on you, but it sure gets sticky on Sven and Hayduk, who's not happy about it, but I think Leaf is probably able to keep him steady.
Yeah. Keep him distracted, probably. Just like, Barry!
Alright, medical care. Anyone under the care of a competent physician. That's a physician skill of 12 or higher. Are you competent?
I have a 12.
Okay, you are barely competent. Get a +1 on all rolls for natural recovery. Oh, okay. May also make a physician roll to heal the patient. Only one physician may per patient. Okay, that's fine. On a success, patient recovers 1 HP. Yeah, so you make that once a day. Okay, that's great. We'll just do that at the end of each day. So you guys head back the exact same way you came, then?
Yeah.
All right.
Probably make that pretty post-hasty.
There is a significant military presence around the gunpowder farm. But I imagine
Okay.
you could detour around that.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
absolutely detour around that.
Who has the lowest stealth skill?
I think probably me. I only have a 10 on my dexterity and no skill for stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and roll. Unless anybody has leadership. Yeah, okay, go ahead and roll stealth, which defaults to... DX -5?
Oh, I'm screwed. I need a 5 for this.
Yeah.
Screwed. Tree.
Oh, it can default to IQ as well. So what's your IQ?
My IQ is 13. And
13.
I rolled a 10. So 13 minus 5 would set me
8. Still,
Yeah, so that's
still not
only
enough.
a failure by 2.
That's fair.
We've got massive... so they've got massive penalties for distance and light and...
It is daytime.
Okay, so, but still they got distance modifiers.
Yeah, somehow you managed to not be found by any of the patrols that they've sent out. I should
Lucky us.
update this with the gunpowder farm. Let me grab something to represent the gunpowder farm. How about a gun?
Check with Jamie.
Do. Come on, there's got to be something here. Yes.
Oh, and don't believe Kurt. He was lying. He obviously had a gun.
Wah wah.
Although likely Courtney had a gun.
Alright, so we're just going to make that a little smaller. Okay. So you get back to Leaf's family's place after a couple of days. You do need days of rest for natural healing, so actually we'll call it a day. Go ahead and make one physician roll ever.
Got it.
Or two. You gotta make two. The first one will be for the more injured person.
I failed the first. Oh, I succeed by 1.
Okay, so you heal 1 point. Logic.
The second one I failed by 1.
No. Nothing for Tommy. But every day you can rest, you can also make your own healing rolls. So
How does that work?
We're
at the
moving,
end,
so we can't rest.
yeah, but at the end of every day that you can just relax the whole day and you have access to food, you make a health roll. So you guys, I imagine, go to the actual city. You're not just hanging out in the territory.
Yeah, to the city.
What do you say to your father?
They are building an army. And they will definitely be coming this way. I hope you can make use of that gunpowder.
Right. I forgot that you...
It was very flashy. We lit the bags on fire, destroyed everything. It was great.
If I knew some places to attack, we could probably put it to good use, but as it sits, like, I can't make firearms. So, I'll take half if you want to deliver the other half to, I don't know, somebody at the gazebo might be able to put it to better use or start manufacturing guns.
Ooh. We will do that. But we're gonna have to be here a couple of days.
Yeah, as long as you and Hayduk are okay running some patrols, since your sister.
Absolutely. Also, this guy who's been stabbed is actually a cartographer too, so he's got a bunch of maps of where we went. Because that's like what he does. He's been drawing maps of the island.
Yeah, we'll take a copy of the map when he's feeling
I
up
think
to
he's
it.
sleeping right now.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I can help. Oh, and we also found this like giant pile of giant skulls. It was like skulls, but they were like our skulls, people's skulls, but like they were
You're all dead.
enormous.
What he's trying to say is that when we that he didn't actually shrink people, he transferred their consciousness into smaller bodies. So all of our big bodies are dead.
He looks pale for a while, And he's like, well, that does explain some anatomical things.
Like how we can breathe. I don't say this, but how we can breathe.
Like breathe, speak, and hear each other.
Yeah.
Colin?
Yeah.
Could I have done a scrounging to get a skeleton?
A whole human skeleton?
Yes.
That's 36 times your size?
Oh, good point. Transportation. What about just the skull?
You could probably grab, like, a couple of finger bones that might be the same size as you.
Yeah, like the skull, we're
you
gonna
are
need
an
a
inch
team.
tall.
Yeah.
A skull is like 6 or 8 inches tall.
Tommy, could you have help? If I had found a proper skull, could you have found in your heart to help me? To help no.
I don't think you're understanding the sense of scale here.
Oh, okay. Then
Let
never
me,
mind.
I'm certain that I have a skull in here. Hold on.
It's fine. It's fine. I thought it would be possible. If it's not, I misunderstood.
Well, they're not
I mean-
man portable, we'll say.
Yeah, like
You could do it. It would require a bunch of people pulling on like a huge. It would be a
Easter Island.
Herculean task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then could before we had left, instead of scrounging, could I have taken the measurements of the skull and stuff like that?
I mean,
And the bones.
you know how big an average human skull is.
I have no need in doing that sort of research then for that part of the plan. Okay, then.
I
sorry.
mean,
I wasn't sure if I had to be in the need to have the bones or study the bones for one of the plans that I sent you. I wasn't sure. If that's fine, then ignore me.
Ignore me. That was a weird one.
Sorry.
Ignore me.
It's for a future plan. Sorry.
yeah, I mean, you now know where to find all the skulls and skeletons that you might need.
Okay.
But to actually carry one, you're going to need to plan ahead.
Mm-hmm. Do the whole like
oh my god, guys,
Egyptians moving blocks.
Yeah.
we should at some point go back and get a skull and like put a bunch of wheels on it and drive it with like a team of spiders.
Oh my god, yes.
Skull Riders.
So, if you look over here on my prep table, you'll get a good sense of the scale.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that would be more like a big rock.
Yeah.
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 That's
Never mind.
not even a big. That's like bigger than Big Rock. That's freaking boulder status.
I was thinking half the size, and I was thinking that Tommy would be able to help me with that, but no, at that size, I'm sorry, I miscalculated by much.
Yes.
Now 3 Tommies, maybe.
I mean, I'm used to centimeters, so I did not realize that was an inch, like just part of the yacht.
Oh, yeah, we're like a centimeter and a half tall as a standard, and these things are like.
Well, the average person is 2 inches. Computer, what's 2 inches in centimeters? I don't think she heard me.
Okay, Google, what's 2 inches in centimeters?
5.
To convert from inches to centimeters, multiply a unit of length by 2.5.
Okay, Google, stop.
So yeah, you're 5. The average person is 5 centimeters tall.
I see. And I'm tinier than that, so
Yes.
that puts things into perspective.
Yes.
So, yeah, no problem. If I have the calculation, measurements, and density of all the body and bones, then I have no need to bring them for now.
Yes. Exactly.
Also keep in mind if it's how old those bones might be, could deteriorate them?
The newest one is probably 5 years old. Just judging on... No, I'm sorry. The newest one is probably a year old, because that's how long Matheson's house has been destroyed.
And without forensics, is our best approximation.
All right. Tommy and Sven, each of you roll against your health, and ever give me 2 more physician rolls.
Roger that.
Yeah, I rolled. I
One.
tied
On the nose.
tied my health.
Then you gain 1 hit point for that.
Oh, I
And
succeed
1
by
for
3 per
Everross. And then Logic, how'd you do against your health?
I failed by 1.
Boo. Okay. Then you only gain 1 for the physician.
Okay.
All right. So it's been a lazy day. Twig, what have you been doing for the day in the forest?
I still have a decent amount of poison things. She's sniffing around.
Okay.
I want to see if there's anyone other than the people in this group watching this colony. Like, I'm gonna try to hunt down scouts if they exist.
Gotcha.
Do you want tracking for that?
No, because there are no. Your tracking would be to follow a specific
Yeah.
set of
Observation? Survival?
Isn't there a recon skill?
Probably. I don't have it though.
Maybe there's not.
I don't think
Yeah,
there is.
I don't think there's a recon skill. Honestly, I think this is just a straight up perception.
Yeah,
Because if
that's
they're
fair.
hiding, it's
Give
literally
me
just
a
like
perception and a stealth.
All right, can I do perception, smell, or? Oh, I guess my vision's higher. Never mind, my vision's higher. All right, so here's my perception. That is 8 of 15, so under by 7. And then you stealth roll. This is not as good. I make my stealth check by on the nose.
It doesn't look like there are any scouts. Like, the few people you come across are affiliated with the I don't know, the colony, the settlement.
Okay. Well, that's what that's an all day kind of task. So
Yes,
that's what
it
she
is.
does.
Okay.
I just realized
Leaf, I think your
I
father...
succeeded on the nose.
Oh, did you? Perfect.
also at some
Yeah,
point
I
I
had
think
an
Leaf,
11. I hit 11.
I think at some point Leaf talks to our inventor friend here and like, hey, so we got all this gunpowder. Do you have any ideas for helping my dad use it?
Everybody's talking to you.
Is Ever muted? It
Probably.
ever is muted, in
Most of
fact.
the time. He's probably Burb.
Oh.
Sorry, I was being talked to. No one would say, oh, many, in fact. We could make it into bombs. We could make it into guns. We could make it into rockets. We could make it into cannons. We could make it into... And he just starts listing a lot of ballistics.
That's great. You should talk to my dad at some point and figure out what he's got around that you can use to make things.
Oh,
Dad, you should talk to this guy. He's got some cool stuff.
Kill, is the dad with us, or I have to go meet him?
Yeah, no, it's there.
He'll say, oh, well, of course, I'll be more than happy to assist you. I have some friends that need my assistance, but as soon as I'm done, I'll be more than enjoying to share my experiments.
It's like, yeah, what kind of, what kind of experiments need gunpowder?
Well, to start, you seem to be the trapping folk, right?
The what?
So, the trapping folk.
Oh.
They make traps, they hunt, right?
Yeah, and, 25 years ago, I was also, sentenced to 35 years in prison for acts of eco-terrorism.
Oh, then you're gonna love it when I teach you how to make claymores.
Oh, wait, no, that was the wife.
Oh.
He was a poacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Le-
you might
small.
not gonna like claymores because it might destroy the whole animal, but in the case of an attack, is more than welcome.
Yeah, I mean, that actually sounds okay. We don't have any BBs. Or metalworking.
Oh, a scrap might do fine. Very, very sharp scrap. In the end, it's just the same, and we can always just smelt the scrap to make the bullet. The BBs, you said? They're not bucks?
Oh, well, BBs seem like the closest thing to the ball bearings that you put into real claymores. Although, now that I think about it, BBs will be about softball size for you guys. So I don't know what you need.
Sand.
We could fill them with spikes, and it will spike anything in the frontal range that steps on it. And he kind of like describes the whole situation and how would it work.
Wood
How?
shards.
Yeah. Well, you could even put metal shards in it, and even more deadlier.
Again, lack of metal.
Lack of metal working.
And
It's probably Heck, you've
Yeah,
got
okay.
little metal pieces around.
That's a good point.
Even a nail will give you enough. Okay. Everoth. It might take a couple of days, but give me a... Oh, boy. Let's do... Oh, you don't have explosives, do you? Or traps?
No. Traps I do, because I have my banana.
Okay, give me a traps roll.
I have a 10, so succeed by 2.
And then give me a chemistry roll.
Oh, I would have +2 for that.
Artificer gives you a +2 to traps?
Chemistry.
Oh, yeah. So you beat your chemistry by a bunch. And then give me
Yes.
mechanical engineering.
Okay. I also have a +2 for that, so that's a 13. And by 4.
Yeah, so I think probably we'll say 3 is a good amount. You give 2 to him, and you can keep 1 for yourself. So it's a mechanical version of a claymore that uses like a tripwire probably instead of an electronic trigger. But yeah.
Could I also try a teaching to let them know how they can do this for themselves?
Oh yeah, they watch. In fact, Leaf's mom, I assume your mom is still around, right?
I feel like it. Yeah, I was actually
Yeah.
worried when you were talking like she might not be.
Yeah, then Leaf's mom is taking charge of a bunch of other people that and she's like, "Oh, that's good." And we should probably string razor wire in between some of the trees. Like, she's coming up with, like, a defense plan. And your dad, who is nominally the leader of the settlement, is, like, looking over her shoulder with a combination of, like, approval and utter horror. Because I don't think he's seen the side of her before.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a totally fair point. I think Leaf is just sitting there kind of like excited for what family he's got, and then like gets mildly depressed when he realizes that his sister's not here.
Oh.
And then
I thought about something else, Colin. Not sure if you could use a science for that.
For what?
Well, the doctor literally made copies of our minds and put us in tiny bodies, correct?
That's certainly what it seems like.
So I am correct to believe that her conscious is still safe somewhere, so I could still transfer her again to a tiny body?
Oh, wow, that's
I thought the doctor-
entirely possible with what you know, but there's a lot of variables in there, such as where would Matheson have stored this information?
Correct.
How could you build another tiny body? How did he build a individualized tiny body that looked similar enough to the people that he shrunk that it didn't set off any alarm bells like, oh my god, you look completely different?
Then it might be still too speculative to give Leaf some hope. Maybe he could work his way with science and bring her sister back.
oh no, his sister wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because Leaf's sister was born tiny.
Oh!
So was Leaf.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasted time again.
No, I mean, you brought up some interesting points, but it wouldn't work in that particular case.
Some of us are born tiny.
Some of us are made that way.
Yes.
Some of us
We
are born
can't help
tiny.
it.
Some of us are made that way.
See, so if we die, we'll have problems. You guys die, you might still be savable.
There's a resurrection possible.
It's tutorially speculative, but maybe it is an experiment.
You became tiny. I was born to it.
God, it's 2 months later and I still got a bit of a cough. Alright, those of you that are healing or healing others, go ahead and make those rolls for your second day in the city.
We'll beat mine by 4.
On the
Then yeah, that's 1 point for each of you guys for natural healing. And then Ever, if we need 2 rolls.
I got a success by 3 for Sven. Success by 1 for Tommy.
Alright, each of you guys can heal another point.
So, I'm sorry. Dad wanted something from Leaf earlier?
Oh, just a patrol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Leaf does that.
And you do not see any indications of moves against the area for sure.
Okay, so there's still, like, time to prepare just in case.
Yeah.
Right on. Then, yeah, just do that. Do whatever I can to help him with preparations. Like, even if that just means like going down to the Fletchers and just making a stockpile with them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've had a couple of days to sort of help out. It really is going to come down to you guys as to how long you want to stay. Are you going to stay until Sven is completely healed?
I mean, it's probably good to have a not absolutely broken guy.
Yeah, maybe till he's moving fine again.
Yeah, I think in a couple more, I'd be perfectly fine. Like, just a day or 2 more. I'd be only missing 3 or 4, if I'm right. At least
looks
assuming I do.
you're missing about 5 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
One more.
he's actually moving at full speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
we could set off now, like, you wouldn't get as much benefit from natural healing, but we'd be going with a position.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll the cartography for the second map they wanted?
Yes.
Or do you just want I can copy it?
Yeah, just to make sure that you don't flub any of the details. Yeah, that's fine.
Success by 2.
You're good.
Yep, he'll hand them the new map and wish them luck.
Well, there's a lot of blank spots on here still.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea to find some time to fill in some of these areas at some point.
They should know all the important locations we've been to so far. And paths to it.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what you've got, right? If
Yep.
if it was a real-time strategy game or something with a fog of war, you've got like one little penis-shaped line going out from where they are and back.
And we also got one
it's
going this way.
something.
One coming from here. There's a lot of just lines going out and back to the gazebo.
Yeah, that's basically all you've got. Oh yeah,
And here.
yeah.
There's probably like a big circle right there where he's managed to like venture out a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Then you guys, are you gonna wait one more day, or are you
I
gonna
don't know, I
set
think
off?
we set off.
Okay.
I think we set off.
So ever give one more healing roll for the while you're traveling.
Got it. Succeed by 7 on Sven. No, oh yeah, 7 on Sven. And I failed on Tommy.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So yeah, Sven, you heal another damage on your trip back to the gazebo. When you get to the gazebo, like you've never really interacted with the government or authorities here at all. So what do you do?
I mean, I think our plan is to go back to the other guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
See,
I want to
those
build
is
an
the first
army,
one.
and they seem like they've got a better.
Well, they're not really well liked.
The growers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
as soon as we
but-
piece in there, I want to give them the bad news just because I'm a terrible person.
Oh, hey. James, we also have the wine people. Or the grape people.
Oh yeah,
Those
those
might be-
people.
Oh yeah, we have a map to them. Wherever that was.
Yeah, yeah. There's those guys. I don't know. I think we go finish this quest and knock that one off and figure out our
Yep.
next steps. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
I agree.
All right. Yeah, I think we probably just like rest up at the gazebo and resupply a little bit and.
And then one more, or then just go right to the lodge.
Yeah, just right to the lodge.
Okay. Everoth, give me one more physician roll for that little trip, and then we're gonna do a brief little cutaway here.
Sorry, what row?
Physician, or I guess 2 physician rolls.
I succeed by 8.
critical
That
That
success.
says critical success. What does a crit
On
get
Sven?
for that?
Let's see, Tommy.
2.
Oh, I failed by a 4. Sorry again.
You're just too ugly. I can't find the wound.
Yeah, pretty much.
You heal 2 points though. Logic.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So, one evening during your travels, and it doesn't really matter which day. When you are resting, Everoth, you walk away from the group to go to the bathroom. And while you are slightly away from camp, you hear a soft sort of thump, and as you turn around, there is a large winged person behind you.
Oh,
Wow, that is
At least it was-
unsettling.
He's gonna be like, oh, at least it wasn't somebody's dick. Who are you?
She has a very feminine voice, and you notice breast-like bulges under her shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't it do the thing?
It's glowing.
It is glowing. The little tip of her staff thing emits a light. It's not chemical, it looks electronic, but you haven't really seen anything like that except for what you've made. You also notice that her features don't look right, although you couldn't figure out exactly why in the dark with just the light from her walking stick or whatever it is.
I mean, a part of them having wings?
Yeah, the wings are a little fucked up, aren't they?
He's gonna be like, are those from a pigeon?
They're
I think I
mine.
recognize it. No, never mind. How may I help?
I've heard that you have been to the vault.
Yeah, it was a life-expecting journey.
Most of those who go to the vault end up joining with the ranger. Do you intend also to follow his path of ensuring the survival of the island?
Who was the ranger? The rat?
You don't know
Or-
anything about anybody named the ranger.
I never met this ranger that you speak. The first one I've met was Leaf, and he has been nice so far, so, I don't know. I just work for my own goals. I want to find a way to help these people, and if I cannot turn everybody big, then I started to think of many other ways.
Have you noticed that the island is starting to become overpopulated? Resources are scarce.
No, I'm starting to realize that the island was a little bit more bloody than my lab. I'm glad I missed most of it. I miss
There-
my
There are those that think... There are those who believe that the way to... the way to ensuring the survival of the people on the island is to cull the numbers down to a sustainable level.
and I will be wrong.
Why?
Because that's scientifically proven wrong.
She smiles
Do I
and
need-
cocks her head a little bit. What branch of science is that?
I was thinking just normal physics. like considering the normal magnitude of the island and the perspective of yes, even if more people are going to be here, the environment can still be more sustainable over the progress of technology. It does not seem to be possible that the island needs to be cold or purged. It's not scientifically
What
reasonable.
kind? You have biology?
I have biology, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll biology.
I don't remember if I get biology from Doctorate. I'm still gonna roll it. 2, 3. I failed anyways.
She's like, your numbers are wrong. There are thousands more people on the island than you realize. And some are already starting to starve to death.
Is it because they don't know how to get their own food? I'm working on irrigation and industry. If they would stop killing each other and help me out, I would be able to get my experiment a little bit better.
Oh, industry. She smiles. She's like, is that the way? Clearing off the nature of the island and planting hundreds of acres of farms and building buildings and tractors and things to feed everybody, who will then continue to breed and take over and require even more farms?
No. I'm talking about toilets. I'm talking about pizza and being able not to starve to death. I'm talking about television. Maybe Nintendo. Who knows? The possibilities are endless with progress. You just cannot speculate that it was just going to bring us all down when it was working well so far. It's crazy people thinking this way that just make technology and science go all nutty.
I think your young companion's parents might think differently. Let me put an idea forward to you. Why do you think Matheson wanted to shrink so many people?
He's about to say something, and then he bites his tongue hard. Even if I consider the man a genius, I think he actually was one can short of a six-pack.
Her wings shake a little bit, and like one little feather floats down. She's like, you're probably right. But my father had big ideas. And he knew how to get things done.
Do I need to roll a fright or a fan check?
For what?
If she's it's Mattis's offspring.
I mean, it's certainly shocking, but I don't know if you need a fright check.
Well, considering he's like a higher scientist, I figure it would be like, you're Mattis's child? You're not taking it from the point that everybody that gets shortened is their child, right? They're actually blood.
Correct. He was genetically my progenitor.
I'm surprised. I never knew him for a family man, only for his aspirations in the field of science that I try to learn.
He was working on this for a lot longer than anybody else. But the planet was being destroyed by humanity. He saw it. And he shrank these people as a way to give humanity a chance among the stars.
I beg to ask the question. How could... Sorry, what?
Sorry, I was just thinking. I wonder if he's got a rocket somewhere.
Yeah, how did he plan to get us to the stars? Does he has a ship or something? Flying saucer?
No, it's like this. What you need is a rocket, but a rocket's not an easy thing to make.
Got one, we said. But it's too low on gas. 3 feet.
And lawsuit.
Payne's not going to care.
He had plans within plans within plans. My brother and I were the first ones that were brought to this size. So I don't know a lot of what he had accomplished over the last several years. But I do know that my brother is guarding something very important on the far shore of the island, and that he has decided that the people on this island are not ready. I think that the people on this island are going to die if they do not figure out what my brother is guarding.
We'll certainly look into it, yes, but we don't have an art. If your brother is as powerful as he is, how could we possibly do something about it?
If it's important to you, and if it comes down to between this and 10,000 people slowly starving themselves to death, you'll figure it out. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on you. You have more promise than anybody else that I've seen on this island.
Way to put matters and responsibilities on my shoulders.
It's his irresponsibilities that I'm trying to fix. And I think with that, she jumps straight up. And you hear the wings flutter for a second, but she is gone. So those wings, however they work, do not work the same way that bird wings do.
Okay. Fascinating. And he is gonna come back to the rest of the group, half pants down. He is going to just open his arms and say, a magical winged lady appeared to me while I was taking a piss. She told me about this, her brother amassing a mystical weapon on the other side of the island, and it's about to kill us all. And his pants drop down.
Do you
Oh,
think
so
he
that's what a
something
dwarf's
like
penis looks like.
Leaf comes out of one of the bushes and is like, "Yeah, I know. I was listening to the whole thing."
You were listening to me too? You were listening to me urinate? Oh,
I was on watch. There's not a lot going on.
that does not mean watch my penis.
I wasn't watching that. I could just hear it.
Anyway, well, it looks like we have almost a divine quest, as it were. Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't even aware Matheson had a daughter. I doubt that anybody else would claim such a thing in this world. But yes, it seems like we need to do so. And I have to be honest, I don't have the resources to enact my plan. So, anybody else has an idea?
Yes, we build an army.
Oh, I'm sure whatever that guy has.
All through with the other thing they want, the culling of lives.
Apparently, they think everybody will starve to death because they don't know we can make microwaves if they stop killing each other.
What the fuck's a microwave?
Oh, it's amazing. You put anything but metal in it and it will cook it. You put metal in it and it explodes!
Why would anybody build that?
Seems counterproductive when we can cook it on a fire.
Well, no. You keep it in your hands and you tell people not to put metal in it and you cook stuff in it. It's very basic. Until you forget that you have to constantly remind people that not to put metal in it.
The big world sounds stupid.
Yes.
I agree. And I mean, these starving people, like, they don't know how to survive. I guess that's just nature. Like, whatever.
She points at him like yes, this. You know that point that you can do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to admit it, he has a point. If they're not willing to learn to survive, nature will take its curse, and
No, we gotta
it'll
be
just
all.
stop off one by one.
Ah. I'm sure the ex-mob enforcer's the one in here with some morals. All right, so we're gonna.
Well,
Well,
tell me,
no,
It'll
right?
probably help them.
The angel creature had a point, you know? I mean, that's just nature. That's how nature works, you know? There's a balance. And, like,
Yeah, but we
obviously those people don't know how to strike the balance. And like, if the only option for striking the balance is that they destroy all of nature, then what's the point? There's a balance that needs to get kept. They should just be left to die.
You know how words, when you say them long enough, stop meaning anything? I have no idea what balance means anymore.
There is no logical progress that can come from killing each other. So if we could actually fix this, we might be able to put an end to this.
Get him off the
block.
island.
Probably. Might even get us into space.
What is?
Oh, we can get a lot of
do
the
we
starving
go-
people off the island, and then I can call the people that killed my sister.
Oh yeah, no, you can call
my
it.
tribe.
In Leaf, what if there's some of the starving people?
What?
What if they are some of the starving people? We don't know who's all starving on this island.
Oh, that's a good point. If they are the starving people, then I say let them suffer.
Anyway, I just want to find out what the brother's guarding.
Yeah, I absolutely want to know what the brother's guarding.
All right, that we can agree on at least. Let's talk to the.
Mysterious angel lady
Growers.
comes down and tells us to
Like I said, it's a holy quest.
go do a thing. Like, I gotta see what the thing is.
We're on a mission from God.
Oh, no, just Matheson's daughter.
But along the way, we definitely have to build an army, because I will get revenge.
Wouldn't it be better?
All right,
just-
you can have your army, but you got to take care of it. Walk them every day.
It's your job to clean up after him.
Yeah, you have to clean up after the army.
I hate to be fair, but Leaf has a point. Eventually, we will need to fight these people if they're not going to listen to reason. As much as I despise it, some may die anyway.
Well, so far we only know that they have a belief. Maybe if we show them logic, they might be able to come to reason.
Hi, this is Logic. He plays Sven.
About to say, you can't show them me.
I'm
I'd be
sure they'll
joining
listen
them
to
then.
reason.
He's a
Expose
good
them to
fellow.
Logic.
Have any of you read Snow Crash?
Oh, not for forever.
I'm
yeah,
sure they'll
that's
listen
the
to.
pizza delivery one, right?
I'm sure they'll listen to reason.
His pistol.
No, the like nuclear powered Gatling gun
Oh my god.
just like liquefies people.
That sounds both
Just call
amazing
reason.
and disturbing.
I mean,
Anywho,
Yeah, so after... God, it's been about 10 days, I think, since you were last here.
Mm-hmm.
You returned to
Sounds
the Growers
about right.
Lodge.
I burst in. Both are like, is there a double door? Please say there's a double door.
looks like a single.
It does look like a single door, I'm sorry.
Darn, well, I throw it open and go, "You're all dead!"
She's turning! Quick!
Jesus Christ. Well, that's one way.
there's
of
no way this
wrong.
plan goes wrong.
And I literally said, "Legitimately, you're all already dead. I saw your bodies."
I think they're all just looking at you, like, quizzically.
What she's trying to say, I can't believe I'm the one who's breaking this to everybody. What she's trying to say is, Matheson, we found the vault, and the way Matheson was making people small was actually consciousness transfer into smaller smaller bodies. So the vault is a morgue full of all of our big bodies.
Like I said, you're all already dead.
We just didn't knew it.
And now that that's sunk in, there's even worse news.
I think they're all trying to come to grips with what you just said already.
Yeah.
No,
Some people
that's
are trying
what
to
Leaf
purge us.
says. Like, that's what Leaf says. He does not understand what they're going through.
No, he does not.
And that does not help by saying, and there's people coming to purge you again.
There's also
Apparently-
there's a big army trying to kill us all.
Oh my god. Sit down.
It's
Let's all sit
literally
down
my
and like
method
have a
is-
little powwow, and they gotta ignore these youngins.
What's
I
a
basically tell them-
powwow?
A meeting. Let's sit down and tell
that
them,
was a
you
fight.
know, tell them about the skull guys and the. Basically, I give them our mission report.
We've been hearing about a group of bandits with sort of that iconography that's been.
They're not bandits. They're making a thing called gunpowder. You light it on fire, it goes boom. It's really cool.
They're making
like it.
gunpowder?
Yeah, we brought some back, but you know.
Oh yeah, we got a whole lot of gunpowder here with us.
But yeah, no, they found a way to manufacture gunpowder, and they're building a.
It was really stinky.
Yeah, they use urine for
Handheld
the ammonia.
firearms won't have nearly enough velocity at this size. They must just be
Well-
making cannons. Rodrigo's like, we could
Who knows?
deal with cannons.
Yeah, I have no idea how the physics works.
Well, that's great. Let's go assemble the armies and like march on over there and call them before they call us.
We're like a group of scientists.
Yeah.
We don't have an army. That's why we hired you people.
We're your army?
Well,
Yeah, we are.
We don't need an army.
well, we do now.
If bandits come- We have safe places that we can retreat to and wait it out.
I don't think that's an option anymore. Who knows if we'll even hear them coming? Like,
I don't know. I get pretty loud when I'm coming.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, we have a trombone button for that. Someone hit the trombone button.
Nope.
Wrong button.
There we go.
Yeah, we're not fighters.
Mhm.
There's nothing that we can do at this point to fight an army. So our best bet is to figure out how to outlast them, to hoard as many supplies as we can, and then to, retreat until they go back.
Wow, you
Just
guys
planning
are
to conquer
especially
that.
useless.
Or we could all kick them up to space.
Sure, yeah, you get right to work on that.
The bird lady
told
told
him-
us we could send them to space.
I tell them about Matheson's daughter.
Anybody have body language or anything like that?
No.
No social skills in this group, right?
Not at all.
Yep, okay.
We can't read the room.
So, just so I'm clear, in the middle of the night, somebody with wings came up to you and told you that we need to go to space or we need to kill a bunch of people on the island, yes?
Long and short of
Pretty
it.
much. Look, I'm not saying it doesn't sound stupid. It's just, not compared to anything else that's happened to me this week, so. You got stabbed in the face with a pick.
And weirder things had happened.
Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and suggest that maybe our relationship should end. I don't think there's any other service that you guys can provide for us, and I think that best case scenario, you're all crazy. Worst case scenario, there's an army out there with a kill or be killed mindset to keep the island from becoming overpopulated. Is that about right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yep.
they literally will purge you until you're all dead so that they can survive.
Or
Yeah, that's what he
we
said.
have to kill them.
Mhm.
You said you were not warriors.
We're not. That doesn't mean we can't defend ourselves. Rodriguez like, Isaac, be careful what you say.
What do you have in mind?
That's not really any of your concern at this point, I think.
I arch an arrow, or knock an arrow and ask, what did you have in mind? Like, not pointing it, but just, like, put one on the bow.
I don't think, like, Rodrigo steps forward, and actually he's going to step in between you and Isaac. Like, I don't think things need to escalate.
No, I don't think so either. I think we need to work together, because there is a massive threat. And you cowards are gonna go run and hide.
We're scientists. I'm the closest thing to a fighter here, and even I'm not sure that I could take all of you on. He eyes the big guy.
If you had to guess, you're not a scientist. You would not. And how about you stop being a coward and trying to exile us from your tiny utopia before it gets destroyed by them, and actually cooperate with us so that we don't have to face that.
All you've seen is this room. You know nothing about who we are or the resources that we have at our disposal. We may not be fighters, but we are far from defenseless. Now, you people have given us a lot to discuss, but...
And a new phone.
Oh yeah, by the way, neither phone is
If you're
here.
kicking us out, that's ours.
So?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't think that either of us has anything we can offer the other at this point.
Fine.
Great.
I'll
What
take
did
my
I
mad
miss?
box back.
Yeah, I didn't like these guys anyway.
What did I miss?
We're fighting. Not like
Why are we fighting?
but just we're being
Hey,
we're
Yeah,
Because the scientists basically said, oh, well, your guys are either crazy or we should hide and defend ourselves. But either way, we don't need your services anymore.
they basically stopped having a use for us, so they're telling us.
Okay, then we're gonna go tell your allies to fuck you off. Or fuck off too.
We've made other friends, so bye!
I want my magic box back.
That was given to us, and it's not accessible right now.
Then I want my wire.
Yeah, again, you gave us those things as a gift, and they are not accessible right now.
Good luck
Why
getting
not?
food then. We know where the wine place is. We'll convince them.
People. She's gonna spit on the ground and leave.
Wait, where's the other scientist that we had?
You haven't seen him.
Eric.
Can we say goodbye to Derek?
He's not around right now. We'll pass your greeting on.
Mm-hmm. Where is everybody?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone else getting the weird vibe. Something's up now.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Like, I'm sorry things are ending this way.
Not yet, you are.
You're already gone. He's apologizing to the big guy.
The big guy with a bad temper and a high intimidation roll.
Oh, do you have a bad temper?
Yes.
How frustrated on a scale of 3 to 16 are you with this situation right now?
Yeah, let me see if I roll under a 12, I'm fine. But I made it under my bad
Okay.
temper. I'm still pissed off.
Yeah.
It's up to you how you. Basically, all that does is makes you so you can choose.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we
Or
all
should
have
I-
to do what we need to do to survive.
Mm-hmm.
You've given
And-
us some incredibly shocking news.
Mm-hmm.
We have spent, some of us, decades, he kind of cocks his head over to Isaac, preparing for when we might be able to grow large again. And you've just told us that that's not possible anymore?
I mean, unless we can figure out how to manufacture. I mean, he obviously had a way to transfer consciousness and make bodies, so I don't know, you know. Just not possible in the way of like a ray, but you know, there's still obviously the technology is probably there somewhere.
This might actually shed some light on some of his technology that we've been able to obtain
Mm-hmm.
over the years. But, but if there really is an overpopulation problem, then we're going to have to address that first, and I don't even know where to start. I'm not a biologist.
He's got some biology. I point to like he's got some biology.
Can I make one?
Yeah, I'm going to say that, well, I mean, you kind of already put some thought into this, but you don't have any data to back it up. So if you're able to somehow get some data...
Observation would be able to do something as I've been observing on my travels? Like from settlement to settlement?
You could even argue for a biology role just to have, like, some ideas to, like, give them a start.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll that biology.
By 2.
Yeah, so you, like, lay out what they would have to look for. And Alan's like, God, it's too bad that, that Mike passed away all those years ago. He turns to you guys and like, we used to know somebody who was like a wildlife management specialist for the U.S. Parks Department. Or I guess the U.S. Forest Service. I don't know, one of those. Maybe it was the Bureau of Land Management. Anyway, he was one of the first people that was shrunk. So he's been around for a long time, but we lost him years ago. Ironically, on a hunt for the for the vault. But yeah, he would have been the perfect person to figure all this shit out. All right. Well, we'll have to crunch some numbers. I'm glad we could end a little more amicably. Like we'll
I'd like to, yeah. You know, you don't have to not be friends. Like I don't know why you guys are kicking us out.
Yeah, you don't let us crazy
No.
as those guys.
I mean, one of your friends just put an arrow into his bow.
You were.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Gave him
mean,
an answer he didn't like.
well, his sister did just die, but he's a bit of a state.
All right, we have to discuss some things, and we do have to ask you to leave. But we can remain friends, and we will reach out if we think one of us can help the other again. Fair?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm glad you found the vault. I'm sorry for, what was inside. It's a lot to adjust to, realizing that you've been dead for years. Kind of. And Alan's like, Jesus, am I just a copy? Am I the original in a different body?
Brings up some questions about the nature of the soul, I suppose, but I don't know. I've killed enough people that this question's always bothered me.
Am I even alive?
Yeah,
Am
you're
I
alive.
me? All right.
Am I me?
At least us born small know what we are.
Yeah. That is a good point. Like, obviously you guys are able to handle this a little bit better, right? Because just kind of the
We're
way
born
things
this
go.
way.
Yeah.
Now, if any...
All right. Well, let's.
Do we lose him again?
Yeah, I think so. I think it just dropped off mid sentence there. It's got a little blue symbol next to connecting. I've never seen that before.
Well, anyway, where are we piecing off to, kids?
Yeah, what's the plan now?
Yeah, we have no place to stay. Should we see if my place is empty enough to make it a base?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's go back home.
Maybe the banana will make it all nice and clean before we arrive.
Okay, boss. Whatever you say.
You have seen that he might have snapped a little bit.
I think we go back to your base and make a couple of shoulder-mounted cannons.
That would be a good idea. We make it a fortress.
Or we could actually get to know the. I don't know. I'm not a leadership guy. I tried what I.
But yeah, honestly, like I think we go back to either Gazebo Town or Winemakers.
Mm-hmm.
Berry Bush Fortress. We've become friends. They like us.
I may not have saved that map.
We're
So it
gonna-
looks like you're going back to
Yeah.
Gazebo Town.
I was about to say.
Should we take a break?
Sure, we can take a break. We will. What time is it? Yeah, it's 10 till 8. Okay. Yeah, we will be right back. Let's give it 5-ish minutes. All right, we are back, and we are in Gazebo Town. And what time of day is it? Let's make it in the middle of the day, right?
Mhm.
Hustle, bustle, blah, blah, blah. Why are you here?
Because we had no place else to go.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Seemed like a good place to start looking for potential allies, too. And we've got all this gunpowder that we need somebody who can do something with.
Well, if anybody's going to be able to do anything with it,
Yeah.
it's going to be the only place that has a working power outlet.
Yeah, so I say we go, like, I don't know, see if we can talk to the people in charge.
So the thing about the Gazebo Town is, there is nobody really in charge. It is just a mess of, like, people that have, like, built up places and things, and there's a system of rules in a barter-based economy that's sort of just upheld by everybody.
Okay.
Nice.
What
So
are these
it's-
rules?
I mean, there are police, obviously. Like, what are the rules? So, like, no killing. All deals have to be equitable and agreed upon by both parties. In order to claim space, you have to be able to build something on it and provide a service to the other people in the gazebo. Like, everything is based around sort of common good and capitalism. Because that's never been a problem in the past.
It's a free market utopia, man.
Yes.
Shudder.
Yes. Yes, I imagine not all of you love it here.
I don't think I'm allowed in.
That is actually entirely possible.
I might. I don't know if I want to go in. It's very crowded. I'm pretty big.
I mean, wouldn't you be allowed after all the work we put up for them?
It's more the spiders that are constantly following her around. Nobody wants that shit. So there is a police force, and there are people that are in charge of the police force, but it's kind of like volunteer firefighters. Like, none of them just do that full time.
She might be outside at the gates, telling people they're actually dead.
Then I imagine it won't be too long before a couple of cops come by. Like, ma'am, I need you to stop that, please.
But you're all dead.
Are you threatening me?
No, I mean it in a literal sense. We found the vault where Matheson kept putting all the bodies when he copied your brains.
Go ahead and move along now, please. We don't have any mental support services here.
They say insane asylums yet. Mental institutions.
She'll glare at them and go, "This is why I hate you people.
All right, have a great day, ma'am.
You're a dead body in a well."
The end is nigh.
If I had my magic box, I would have taken a magic screen picture, and you all would have seen.
Yeah, that goes a long way to proving your point.
So I guess the only people we really know here are these Pruno guys.
You do know the Pruno guys, yes.
Let's go talk to these Pruno guys. They gotta know what's what.
Like, oh, hey,
They
I
might
remember
know
you. Do you want to buy some Pruno?
No,
No.
that was awful.
Debatable.
Okay.
We're working on a new recipe.
might.
Somebody found a watermelon washed up on shore, so we're trying to figure out how to ferment the sugars in the melon. You know, the parts that hadn't rotted yet.
Rum melon.
Problem, Ellen.
Oh.
Well, actually, no. We were actually here because we need to talk to someone who's in charge.
I mean,
Big
this
wigs.
is my business. I'm in charge. There's
No,
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 bigger
no,
wig
like-
than me.
Of the whole town,
In
because
the town.
everybody is actually doomed.
Yeah, there's nobody in charge. Like, we all just kind of do our thing.
Oh yeah, this is a trading town, that's right. Okay, do you know anyone who knows how to work with gunpowder?
He stops smiling. It's like, what do you know about gunpowder? Aren't you smallborn?
Yes, it go boom. That's all I know.
Yeah, but
I don't know how
and
it's
Leaf
made.
will actually pull out a little bit of gunpowder and be like, "This
Where did you get that?
from the people who are going to invade
other
and kill
side of the
everybody."
island.
I
Those
explained
people on the other side.
the Doom cult is making it, whatever they're called, the
I
Legion.
still don't know.
Well, I'm calling them the Legion because I'm a nerd, and they look like the frickin' Pirates Legion from New Vegas, so that's mine.
All right.
I mean,
So somebody out there's a group of bandits that are making gunpowder, and they're going to attack.
They're not
Here?
bandits.
Well,
They're like an army, a country, like a
They wanna-
civilization.
They want to kind of snap the place, they want to like call they think there's too many people around. They want to.
This place is gonna be like one of the first to go.
I mean, we don't have a ton of resources, but that's actually probably why they're coming here. Like, we have enough.
Mhm.
We can feed ourselves, and not every town on this side of the island can say that.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So,
So they're gonna come over here and try to release you from those burdens.
Okay, well, say I take you at your word. What can I do about it? I was in prison for robbery, and
Yeah.
now I make Pruno.
Yeah, but you live
Does
here. You
anyone-
gotta know who you talk to. Who do we talk to about this?
Oh God, I don't know. Go talk to the captain of the city guard. He's like a
Great.
cop.
Where is he?
Fuck if I know. I've never even met the guy. There's like 800 people that live here.
this gets this moment
It's
of,
actually probably
who the fuck
closer like
runs
to
this place?
800 people that work there or live there.
Oh! Is there anybody that has to happen to be an accountant or a management here? Someone that would know about the people.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole like office of accounting that tracks all of the deals, and then they keep a census. Why?
Where do we find that?
He kind of gestures like it's over next to the jail.
That might be
Great.
what we want to find.
But we want to go back to our other question. What do you know about making stuff with gunpowder?
Oh, right.
Not a lot. I know how to use a gun, but it's been a few years, and I don't think
Yeah.
anybody makes guns for hands that are 3 millimeters across.
Shrug. To the office then.
Okay.
I just shake my giant head. Oh, Jesus.
So you go into the office, and there's 6 or 7 people that are quietly writing or using. How do you pluralize abacus? Abaci? Abacuses? Abacuses?
Abacadula. No.
I feel like Abaci works.
Okay, well, they're using abaci. That still doesn't feel right. And, doing calculations and things. Somebody's like, can I help you?
Hey, we need to talk to somebody in regards to impending doom.
You...
I think Everoth has some questions for these folks, but we're looking for the captain of the guard.
Oh, I don't know. Check over at the jail.
Okay.
And that would
Boss, you got
be
something?
The place with the bars next door.
Boss, you got something to ask these guys, though?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, boss, you had something you want to talk to these guys with, though? I thought you were going
Well, no, just
to...
that.
You're farming.
No, mostly, is he the only guy that we can talk about in Pendledu? He's like the only reliable guy in the whole city, Colin.
I'm sorry, say that again? Like, what is your exact question?
Does anybody else helps the city with impending doom, or is just the guy in the jail?
I don't know. It's never really come up before. Like, the city, like, it has a standing guard. It's got good defenses, so nobody's ever actually tried to do anything.
You don't happen to have any sort of major on the city or anybody in a much higher administrative
Yeah, that's what
position?
we figured out. It was the guard captain. He's next door.
Yeah, if he's the only one, then yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, he
what
doesn't
we
have a
need.
boss.
Okay. Do you know anyone who has a trades work in whatever it takes to work with gunpowder?
One of them, like, walks over to a giant, like, book, thumps it down, and opens it, and, like, gunpowder. No, don't have anything on gunpowder. And somebody else on this other room, try firearms. Oh, right. Flips over to the F, said, no firearms. Maybe, gunsmithing? No, I was just over in the G's. There wasn't anything with the word gun in it. Explosives? Oh, maybe if they came in, I would actually just put them under chemistry, and they start having this discussion about, like, how they would hypothetically list somebody who worked with gunpowder, and I think they kind of forget you're there as they're having this.
so.
Yeah.
Leaf will like grab the little pouch of gunpowder he's got with him, and he'll like grab a pinch and throw it at the candle. Cause that's fun.
Yeah, okay, so it goes, and let's just see how badly the gods hate you. The gods do not hate you. None of the mass amounts of paper that are in this place catch on fire.
I go, Jesus Christ!
Whoa!
So does
We heard a
everybody else.
tinderbox.
Please, let's seal that back up. We don't
Do
know
I need
what-
to call the guard?
Big boy.
No,
We're already going there, so just come on.
We just need to know where to go.
It's
It's
next
next
door.
door.
Actually,
No,
Actually,
the gun.
do you mind
powder.
if-
No, we probably just have to set up a stall and sell it ourselves. Just
I mean, if you guys are okay, I might stay back a bit and just try and find something if possible.
no, these guys might use your map skills because they're all about. Well, they might have a need for your map skills, but
Knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
Might as well try and get something.
What are you up to? You just asking them if they need your help?
I'll offer my help, but also I'm gonna request to search through the books for anything on what we're looking for,
Oh, yeah.
like a chemist or.
Yeah, these are welcome.
So-
Like, anybody can use them. Oh, yeah, so
Oh,
go
nice.
ahead and roll. You probably don't have research, do you?
Nope.
What do you have? Tracking, writing,
Sorry.
cartography, no sort of administrative skills.
Nope.
You can read, right?
I believe I have reading. No, I don't have reading on.
Probably
At
Yeah.
our starting TL, we are assumed to be able to read our native language. So unless you take a disadvantage.
I do not have a disadvantage on anything about reading.
All right, just give me a straight IQ roll.
On the nose.
The closest thing that you see is like the third or fourth entry, and it's just armorer.
nice.
Try that.
All right.
And what's the name on it? Or what names have we got?
Oh, it's one entry, so I don't know. Why are you making me come up with names? Tara, give me a name.
Randall Kevinson.
All right, Tara's usually good at this. Randall, it is.
I don't know.
I'm giving you a hard time. So there's a guy named Randall who runs. Well, it's an armorer, but that's about all the information there is in there. So next door at the jail, you walk in and there's, the stereotypical guy with his feet up on the desk snoozing. Actually, he's probably in one of the cells with the door open.
Hello, anybody here?
He sits up. He's like, oh, sorry. Just taking a nap. Slow day. He gets up and, stretches and walks out. He's like, yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah, there's an army that's going to attack everybody on the side of the island.
And let me guess, you want a lifetime supply of food for you to go and stop them, yeah?
No.
No, you want Pruno, right?
No.
Okay, I give up. What do you want?
Well, I want to help stop them wherever they are.
Yes, but what are you asking for payment to stop this big mythical army from coming and slaughtering everybody who lives here?
Help stopping it.
It's like, oh, so I gotta send out some of my guards with you. Got it. Yeah, no.
They're making gunpowder.
What's gunpowder?
Show them leave.
Flesh!
Okay, there we go. So what was the name?
Yeah, something catches on fire.
Grab my cloak,
I
put
didn't
it out.
show him. I was going to have you explain to him what
I think it's
gunpowder
his
is.
shirt.
Jesus Christ.
His shirt catches on fire.
I'll go pat him out.
After that, Gnome.
So let me get this straight. You catch him on fire and then tackle him. Like, help! I'm being attacked!
He's got his cloak. He's gonna use his cloak to
Why did
pat
I
out
come
his
into
shirt.
town with these people?
I was perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody's gonna try to defuse the situation by saying, that thing powers guns, cannons. Do you know what those are? Have you heard about those?
Guns? Yeah, so people that were born big have talked about them before.
Yeah, they're making it for tiny people.
Cool.
To kill you and everybody in this town. So
Yeah.
good.
Everybody, half,
we've got
probably.
a 300-person, guard detachment. Nobody is going to come and attack us. There are so many easier targets on the island.
You idiots are so disorganized that you're the best and obvious easiest target.
Got all the resources on this side of the island.
And so what? They're going to come and they're going to shoot us?
Oh no, they want to purge everybody at this side of the island.
Yeah, honestly, they probably just light this place on fire.
Why?
Because they're crazy.
Okay.
Because they discovered, as we did, that at the vault, that those who weren't born small, this is like my sixth time explaining this today. Those who weren't born small weren't made small. They were transferred into a new body, and their old ones left to rot at what's now called the vault. And they saw that, and they were like, "Well, we're never going to get big again, so we're going to have to manage all the resources in the island and make sure we purge all these folks." And they're kind of a death cult, I think.
Have you been drinking Pruno?
Not
No.
in a while.
Absolutely not. That shit is disgusting.
Did you eat some of the mushrooms from Peyote Town?
Can
Nope.
I?
But I think we're
What
going to
was-
visit Bailey.
Yeah, I think we are gonna have to visit Peyote Town.
Yeah, definitely. But that aside, what was the name of the guys that employed us?
I think they call
They're not
themselves the
like,
growers.
The grower sent us on a mission to go into the vault.
I was like, oh, those fucking guys. Yeah, like
Yeah, those
300
fucking guys.
nerdy scientists in a hole on the far side of the island. Yeah, they're not really stable people.
They're growers, not shores.
Wow. What was the name of the armor, by the way, since I lost connection at that point?
Randall.
Randall, thank you. I will hunt him down.
Super delayed, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all they do is like they sit there. I don't know. Every once in a while, some crazy invention will come, and I mean that's part of the reason we have steam power and a couple of the other things. But you know, they're obsessed with getting big again, and it's I don't get it. Like if we're big or we're small, we still have the stuff here on the island, right?
Kind of stuff's running out.
Yeah, but we've got a much bigger problem right now.
Right, because there's an army coming with guns to kill us. What do you want me to do about it? My guys, like, settle trade disputes and bar fights.
You need to start seriously making soldiers then.
Look,
Yeah,
we're just
who's
following the.
gonna pay them, and who the fuck just unlocked the...
One me.
Not even at my computer.
It's not even there.
Alright, don't do that again. Remember, right-click to make sure you have the right thing first. They're great, yeah, I'll just start conscripting every person in the city and making them fight. Oh, and who's gonna pay them? Like, that's one of our core tenets, is, like, equal trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one, you don't conscript everyone in the city. That's stupid. You only need to bring and recruit the actual fighters. Otherwise, you're just going to get corpses. Two,
That ain't gonna
you're
work.
supposed to have a major to actually dispute that in a city. What's wrong with you people?
That's my
Look,
job.
let's just follow the path of that freaking angel lady. Screw this place.
Yep.
It's like, wait,
You're
you've
all gonna
seen the
burn.
angel?
Hmm?
You've seen the angel?
Yeah.
It came to me while I was taking a piss.
Big white wings.
Yep.
There
Matheson's daughter.
are some other people around that have claimed to have seen her.
Oh yeah. Could you point us in their direction?
Well, you know, it's just like whispers. I don't
Mhm.
know anybody in particular, but apparently she is very interested in getting people prepared for their destiny. Mostly she
I want
talks
to go to
to
space.
yeah, sure, go into space.
Or
She talks to
spaces.
people that, you know, use the technology. He kind of gestures like, you know, the cranes and things.
Mm-hmm.
Quizzes them on math problems and stuff.
I like this lady.
We actually have quite a bit of, you know, we have several competent engineers and things here. The last sort of class of people that have been, that were taken by Matheson and have been waking up recently tend to be not unskilled people or prisoners like the originals, but more like engineers or physicists or you know, people with actual like scientific degrees. There was a whole class of students that were abducted on a field trip to space. Oh God, what's it called?
Base camp.
No,
Oh no.
in Houston.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
JPL
No, that's in
or that's in
California.
Florida or California.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, there's a whole group of people a whole group of college students that were kidnapped while on a behind-the-scenes tour of NASA's facility in Houston, and they all woke up in the last like 6 weeks. Like there's a lot of people that have been coming through that are like actually smart instead of savage jackasses like we've had for the last 30 years.
That's me. That's me.
No, no offense.
No, that's all right.
Really big, muscly guy with a bloody sword.
Hey, I clean it. Okay, well, let's probably talk to some of the engineers and folks, and maybe somebody else has seen the angel, and that might be a way to progress.
Seems so.
Dusk. So yeah, you ask around, and eventually, you find people that have like claimed to see her. You believe maybe half of them just based on what Everoth's experience was. But she talks to people. She tends to seek out people that have freshly woken up. And she kind of tasks them with things. She sends a lot of them here. She tells them that they need to be ready. She lets them know like people are like built in different models, right? So obviously, Tom, you're quite a bit bigger than everybody else, but like people are built differently, right? Like there is no real standard model that anybody is aware of, except when people breed, but that's another thing. So like she has let a couple people know like what some of their physical capabilities are. One guy swears that he is able to do math much better than he used to. And he was actually he's kind of an outlier of the group, but he was actually he's really good at like computing orbital trajectories and things, and like parabolic arcs and all of that stuff. And he's like, I mean, I don't use any of it now, but I can calculate it all in my head instead of having to use a computer now. And there are other people that have other capabilities, but like that's kind of what she's been doing is running around and, like I said, talking to people that have just woken up, or other people with skills, and like giving cryptic prophecies about how people need to be ready for the ascension and ready for the future and blah blah blah. Notably, nobody else has heard anything about a brother or whatever he might be protecting.
Where's the thing he's protecting? Is it on the Legion side of the island or the other side?
I think it was on the other side of the island by the Legion. I'm not sure exactly.
I thought it was going to be over in this corner.
I'm bringing the map up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Didn't the rat point us to there?
He did also mention something about somebody who was
here.
really old who had been there before.
By the telephone pole, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I know where we need to go.
Dang it. I didn't practice what I preached.
Well, those who those who do listen to who she warned to be ready, I'm like, well, I don't know if this army is what she was telling people to be ready for, but there might be some shit coming. So just keep your eyes open.
We'll be ready, I guess. Logic, you wanted to go and talk to the armorer?
Yep.
Go for it. He is.
You should. You should go too, Ever.
Let's go on logic. I think I've taken the spot a lot today.
Yeah, he is built very, very similar to Gnome.
Oh.
And he's building, like, plate mail with fish hooks, like, attached to the outside.
My hero.
Oh, nice.
It's like, yeah, this is for the cat fighters. They protect the people that raid the old town for supplies, and I think the fish hooks are it might lead to some people being carried away, but I think that I think that this will be really good for taking on that damn cat.
He'll clear his throat. Hello, you're the armorer, right?
Yeah, name's Randall.
Nice to meet you, Randall. Do you know how to work with gunpowder?
Not even a little. I've never made gunpowder. I've never loaded bullets.
Well, then we're back to square one. We have all this gunpowder, no idea how to use it.
Yeah, well, I can make a cannon. I never fired him, but back when I was big, I used to make quite a bit of money building cannons for Civil War reenactors.
Okay, quick question. What's a cannon?
Good point. It is a tube that's enclosed on one end, and when you put gunpowder in it, it will shoot out a round ball about the size of your head at a high velocity, and usually use them to take down buildings, but if you aim them low, they are also really good against people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how many could you possibly make?
However many you pay me for.
And let me return with the rest of my group, and we can explain the situation a bit better to you. Does that work?
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Awesome. And he'll leave to go gather the rest of the group that is in the city.
I mean, it's good that we can get him to make cannons or something eventually, but what do we need him for, right? All right, like, maybe we can sell some of our gunpowder to him, or... No, he probably doesn't need it.
The problem is that if we get cannons, we need to make the grape shots for if we're going to fight infantry, and because the big balls are not going to be good against infantry. They're good against large targets.
No, they like he just said, they're pretty good if you aim them down.
Still, I think grape shots might do better against...
Yeah, grape shot might do better.
But we also need to convince him to help the people of this city.
Yeah,
because if we don't,
I'm pretty sure the city's gonna actually need to like see stuff to actually, move into action. So,
does anybody have fast talk?
I do.
Nope.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll fast talk.
Talk is
We should have been rolling that earlier.
On the nose.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, really? Okay. I've got some extra scrap and stuff laying around. I can build a cannon or two, and we can test them and sort of go from there. Any more than that, I'm going to need, at the very least, money to make supplies and to buy food.
Understandable. So we can test one or two. Make sure they actually work.
Yeah, I'll probably be done in a week, maybe 2.
Awesome. I'll let the rest know. Or actually, they probably do know.
We'll leave him with some gunpowder.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, he's not
I
going to test
think-
that without you guys.
Mhm.
He's not actually
Good.
comfortable with the idea of gunpowder.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We can't really carry around gunpowder for a week either, though.
Yeah.
No,
maybe
that's
it.
true. You can leave it there.
Mhm.
As much as you want, he will hold for you.
I'll keep some though, because you never know when you.
Yeah.
Need a big explosion.
You're
You never know
RPG
what you can do
characters.
Yeah. It's like what we wanted the damn magical thermos.
Tara.
Yes.
So I think if you're still like bothering people as they're walking towards the gazebo, I think one of them will be like, "Have you seen the vault?"
Yes.
So you know what's in there,
Yes.
and you know that the island is running out of good land and resources.
Sure.
The recruiter found you.
So, how would you feel about joining a group that's sort of dedicated to making sure that the island has enough for everybody, and nobody will ever have to worry about starving?
Well, I would eat the starving people, but yeah, that sounds good.
I am going to give you a token.
The opposite of eat the rich, eat the starving.
And send you back over towards where the vault is. But I think there are some people that would be very interested to meet you and to sort of work out how you could help the cause.
Yeah.
I have spiders.
Once it killed a lot of your spiders.
Excellent. We could probably build armor for your spiders.
Her eyes go a little bit wide with that thought.
Yeah.
She'll take the token.
She's like, yeah, we've actually armored other animals in preparation for the fight that we know is coming, because eventually, probably pretty soon, the resources are going to run out and people are going to start fighting over what's left. And so we've started to get ready for that fight. She leans forward. She's like, we have a turtle. And she leans
I would
back.
spot a turtle. At 1.
Big turtle.
She'll go, what should I call your group when I get there? What are they called?
Shit, I finally have to come up with the name for them, don't I?
Yep.
Truth Seekers? Culling? Something with cull.
No,
Great!
the resource management group.
R
You should have gone with Bureau. Research.
REG?
RMM? Okay, research management. What was the other M?
Oh,
Bureau.
no.
RMB. Yeah, okay. Research
RMB.
Management Bureau. RMB. Yeah.
Write that down before we all forget it.
It's actually one that I don't think we're going to forget, but I agree.
She'll actually just to talk to this lady more. She doesn't have interrogate, but this lady's being really open with her.
Because you've seen the, you've seen the vault. And you understand that, nobody's gonna get big again.
Well, I was never big.
But you understand what the stakes are.
Yeah, everyone needs to die. I can get behind that.
It's like, wow, yeah, you're an excellent recruit.
Especially the assholes that are hunting me down.
Everyone needs to die.
See, and if they had left my village, like, to their own devices, like, it's full of people that'd be like, okay.
Genocide? Yeah, whatever.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, what else? Like, what else do you want to know? She'll chat with you for a while.
Yeah, she'll talk about, I don't know. I'm not an idiot, but I'm not smart per se. Actually,
Yep.
wait, no, she is smart. She's got an IQ of 13. She's actually really clever.
Yeah, she's sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, she lays it out like she's like, the war is coming. Like, people are gonna fight over the few resources that are left, whether they realize it or not. So we're getting ready for that fight, and hoping that it's not going to happen, of course. But if it does, we're gonna be ready.
She'll, like, nod and be like, see, you're making sense. Rat paints you guys as a bunch of assholes.
She's like, who's the rat?
Wait, isn't that Luke's character's name?
That's what he told you his name was.
She'll describe Luke in vivid detail.
Didn't he give us his name? Oh wait, no, he didn't.
No, he did, but we don't
Yeah.
remember.
She's like, Tarmac?
Yeah.
That's
Maybe.
right.
He used to be one of us. He tried to attack our leader and ran away like a coward. We know he's somewhere on this side of the island, but we haven't seen him in years. The leader is actually very, very interested in she leans forward, she's like, he wants his heart.
That seems delicious.
Not to eat. At least I don't think so. I don't know. It's some kind of contest with the guys that have been around on the island for the longest. Like, the hearts are important somehow.
Well, they have a lot of they have a lot of they keep you going a long time. I can understand that.
She's like, well, if you see him again, if you kill him and deliver his body, or at least his heart, to the leaders of the Bureau on the far side of the island, you will live in luxury for the rest of your life. You and your spiders. You can just get like a little hut somewhere and chill out. People bring you whatever you need to eat. She'll like glances at your backpack, which is like the bottom half of it is stained red from where blood pools in there.
So, Twig's actually thinking about this, and she can tell I'm easy to read.
She's probably already used that to your advantage, like talking about the armor for your spiders.
Yeah. So cool, yeah. I mean, they'll just idle chat from here, but that's all the stuff I, as a player, can think of.
All right. Who else? I guess that's it. I mean, you guys have spent a very busy day around the gazebo doing your various crap. What's the plan? Maybe actually
What's
this is
that
a good
camp?
time to end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
Good time to.
Actually,
Short
Good time
session
to call
this
it.
week, just go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little shorter, but
Mhm.
we can sort of discuss. Can we make a plan of discussing and having a point before Monday as to what you guys will be doing, so I
you
can
make
prep
maps.
maps specifically for that thing?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we will sort of dive into that next time, because you guys, like I said, it was more of like house cleaning from the reveal last session.
Yeah, more of
It's-
an
it's-
epilogue.
We literally just finished a big quest. We
Yes.
came back, and now we're back at base dealing with all the crap.
What level? How many points you guys at?
131.
All right, take 5 points. Go up to 136.
Cool. Nice.
We are the Kobold Cafe. This has been Little Ages, GURPS 4th edition. If you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, you might be a little confused, and I apologize for that, but you got a whole mess of exposition all at once here. And, obviously other big twists to come. Joining us tonight, in no particular order, because I don't have the brain power for that, we had Everoth.
Hello, I was Everett, playing your crazy professor, Dr. Gnome Dombryle.
Then you understand why the skeleton thing was vexing for me earlier, yes?
Yeah, now I confused inches with centimeters. So I might be able to carry a skeleton in.
He wanted to make a skeleton mecha, and I'm like, I couldn't quite picture it, but yeah, that's because we were talking about different scales. We had Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Twig, and she probably isn't going to betray the group, but might manipulate everyone to get her in her benefit.
Just like 40% of Tara's characters. We had Logic.
Hey, I'm Logic. I played Sven, and oh boy, it's gonna be fun working with the armorer.
There he is.
There he is. We had Tom.
I'm Tom. I played Tommy, the nerd, the big giant, the grown up for all these little bastards.
Little bit.
Yeah.
It's also unusual for you to be the mouthpiece for a party, but I've
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it's been working pretty well.
And last but certainly not least, we have James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Leaf. Leaf just kind of went around pissing off everybody today.
Yeah, so join us tomorrow for Upsilon Transcending, also in GURPS 4th edition. It's a sort of Gritty's alternate universe 90s with supers on an island in the middle of the Pacific. Pretty awesome. Our theme music is on the screen right now. It's called Nincompoop. It's by Josh Woodward. His website, joshwoodward.com. We use it under a Creative Commons license. Kobold Cafe, you can find us pretty much everywhere but Facebook, because fuck Facebook. So Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We have a website, The Kobold Cafe. If you like to listen to people playing role-playing games, we got a bunch of them. You can listen to all of our back stuff. We got high fantasy, we got low fantasy, we got supers, we got Star Wars. Is that it?
Star Trek.
Star Trek?
Pirates, Star Trek.
Oh yeah, you ran a Pirates game, and then there was Tara's Airship game.
Yeah.
And original
can't
original
have the brain.
stories.
Yeah, see? So we got something for all tastes. And if you're listening to this late, you will find stuff that you really like on our website or our
Yeah.
YouTube page. So do that. Do the stuff. If you join our Patreon, you can join our Discord server, play things like Gif Uno, and hang out and chat with us. And it's actually pretty raucous sometimes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good
Good night, everybody.